Oh,
The Ramones,
Get
baby.
my name off
there you
there.
go.
Get my name off there. Uh,
Let me see here.
Is it on or off?
I'm not seeing no name.
Here, I can go this way anyway.
over the screen.
Are we live?
There it goes.
Hello, everybody. I did see the numbers count down 3, 2, 1, but I don't see.
Well, it takes time. You gotta.
Yeah.
It's broadcasting. It just takes time.
and we had canceled the show, and then we started again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got people there. People saying hi.
Yep. There
I'd like to know why I'm here.
you go. Well, rumor has it you missed Frank a lot, so we had to get you on just to, now that Frank's not feeling well, we were hoping that it would.
No, he plays me. He is what it does. He plays
I
me.
played you.
He got.
Listen to him. Listen to him.
I'm deathly ill.
And he made me think something was wrong.
No, there was something wrong.
Well, no, you when you said you can't talk, I thought, oh, I can't talk at this moment.
Well,
And I was like, oh, well, maybe something's wrong.
I couldn't talk at that moment,
You
like
meant
this
you couldn't.
moment.
But you meant your speech was affected. And listen, it's really funny how you're oh, my speech, I can't talk. But last week when it came to talking about yourself, you couldn't shut up.
Well, if you want to talk about me, I'll see if I can make my voice better.
You just and then now all of a sudden, I'm on my deathbed. I can't talk.
Oh, look at that fancy thing.
Just a dude,
Looks
is
like
that a jock strap?
Wait, I'm prepared to talk about myself. Hold on.
Is that an athletic cup?
It doubles. I was playing catcher earlier. And
Yeah, you're like Fred Sanford. I swear to God, dude. I'm coming, Wheezy. Dude, folks, I just got. I'm gonna say this. I get suckered into doing the show. I am not on the show. I'm not here. I'm like John Cena. You can't see me. And then he says, "All right, well, just come on and say hi to D-Lac." And now Frank thinks I'm back on the show. And he says tonight, he says, "Come on." And I was like, "No." He goes, "Gee, thanks." You will resort to any low down scoundrel method whatsoever to sucker me into this show.
You're going to miss Frank when one of them critters in Florida get him, because one of them's obviously going to get him between the
Don't get me
snakes.
started. I'll say something really funny and I can't.
Whatever is out.
Go ahead, say it.
No, you don't want me. Now you know what I'm thinking.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my bee sting.
Oh, that too. That's funny. How the hell did that happen?
Oh my God! Wait a minute. We were talking about critters, and I'm not going to let Celeste escape. So remember the cane toad that turned out to be a flower pot chasing me down the road.
Right. Yeah.
So the night before, and I'm going to use every little bit of voice I have left to tell this story because it has to be told. So took the dogs for a walk the other night before last. We walk out in the street and we walk around the side of the house, and in the moonlight is this blob in the road right in front of us. Mind you, I didn't see it. Celeste saw it. And Celeste is walking my Rico, and I'm walking Oscar. And with that, I hear Celeste go, "Oh my God, it's a cane toad!" And she yanked my Rico. My Rico went rolling down the street backwards because she yanked on him so hard.
That dog's fat too.
And I appreciated it because she was trying to save him from the cane toad. And poor Rico don't know what's going on. He's rolling around. She's trying to pick him up. I'm trying to pick the other one up. And then the cane toad was earlier that day. Celeste was cleaning stuff out of her truck, which happened to be parked there. And I guess from her clothes that was taken to the Masters of Metal tournament,
Oh, geez.
she dropped the sock on the road.
So you said sock, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she can never laugh at me about my cane toad flower pot because she nearly strangled my dog protecting him from her cane toad sock. Because everything looks like cane toad now.
He probably didn't know what the hell was going on.
It was funny. She yanked on him and he just rolled. Boom, 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 boom.
All right, it's time to get you fired up.
Uh-oh.
Time to get you fired up. I woke up this morning and I see Frank getting beat up about his ugly box again.
Uh-oh.
No, I wasn't getting beaten up. I was doing the beating up. I was just correcting the record a little bit.
Well, listen, there's some couple things I got to say, and it's this cracks me up in a way because yes, there are people that say don't touch your coin, but they are people that must have cement around their friggin' head, kind of like Frank. It's pretty obvious, folks. Okay, let me
get around my head. You see what that hat says?
It's pretty obvious. Okay, hold on. It's pretty obvious. Here I have a coin direct from the mint. Okay, and you can't see it. Whatever. It's in a plastic capsule. Okay. Am I going to put this in any? Am I going to clean this in any way? No. It's a collector's coin. And I have had them where they get what's known as white spots, milk spots, they call them. Sure, I'm not going to take it out of here and clean it. There's no reason to clean this coin. Okay, so if I say I'm going to clean this and you say no, don't ever do it. Of course, pretty simple. Now you've got someone who dug a silver coin out of the ground. It's been in the ground for over a week, we'll say. Okay, and they want to clean it to bring detail out of it. Okay. So some people ask, how do I clean coins? And you get attacked. You're like a piece of fruit with bumblebees around, right? Like, oh my God, like you're the devil. I'm gonna tell you something. And then so people use the ugly box. Okay. The ugly box is probably very intrusive, right? It soaks. You don't really.
It's very unintrusive. Exactly.
Unintrusive word. Yeah. Okay. So let me. I'm gonna back this up because I want to tell a little story of what is funny. So collectors will send their coins in to have them graded and have them professionally cleaned, right?
Yep.
The only way to get a good grade, because you have a coin that went in the dirt, now it's going to come back environmentally damaged unless you pay them to conserve your coin.
That's right.
And I just happened to be watching some show I've never seen before with this guy named Joe Gates or Josh Gates. First time I ever saw the show.
That was actually excellent for showing people how horrible what they actually do to your coins are.
But yeah, let me finish, and then you might get to talk because remember you can't talk. So it's the special about the Pulaski shipwreck, where they found gold coins in the water, and the salvagers had sent them to NGC to have them cleaned. And I was like, turn this show off because just some guy I know says he's his friend. Or I'm like, turn this off. But then Josh Gates gets into NGC headquarters,
Back room.
the laboratory, where they clean coins. The guy who cleans the coin says, yeah, the first thing we do is we drop it in this solution. And I don't know what solution is. I know Frank will have something he's going to, but either way, now, for them to professionally conserve your coin, which this coin had been environmentally damaged, okay? But for the extra money you pay to clean a gold coin, which hello,
a gold coin would clean in an ugly box in 22 seconds.
But they usually come out of the ocean pretty clean, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
But he's telling me we leave it in this solution. If you want to see about how NGC cleans coins, you have to watch that episode. So here's my question. I go and I take this person that tells me, yeah, don't ever clean a coin. Okay? Joe Coin Collector says, I don't care if you dug that out of the ground. I don't care if it came out of a privy and still had crap wrapped around it. Don't clean it. Okay. But then, is it okay if I send it to NGC and have them professionally clean it?
Yeah, exactly. And
they're going to say
cleaning is harsh.
But they're going to say, oh, well, that's okay to do. If you pay NGC to have it professionally cleaned, that's okay to do. Well, what I'm saying is, the ugly box is no acidic solution.
No.
I don't know what else they do to your coins. They had this whole lab set up, and I have seen them have lay coins in solutions, but we also know, I'm going to tell you this, I also know, and I'm going to say I'm 99.9% sure that one of the ways they clean these coins is electrolysis.
Oh yeah, absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. Because when we had him on the show, and we had, and you know, great, he was a great guest. He was honest. He was open to
before
us.
You say he, we had Miles Standish, who was the vice president of PCGS, and then became the vice president of NGC. And I got to show you something because I just got this, and I know people think I'm weird, but listen, we had this guy on, and he was one of the greatest guests, man. This guy's a coin collector. And you know what he had? Personality.
Yeah.
I got to talk to him.
Honesty and integrity.
I got to talk to this guy, and then he was hilarious, and I loved him. So I just recently was able to acquire a graded coin with his signature on it, and I got that because he passed away very young, very sudden, and he was an icon in the coin collecting and especially the coin grading world. Great guy. And now, Frank, I just want to explain who he was, so you can go ahead and say
So he was, but his honesty on that show tells a story about which should open your eyes to a lot of things about not just NGC, but PCGS, all of these companies. So 20 years ago, 30 years ago, if you were a collector of Morgan dollars or whatever, and you took your Morgan dollar into a shop to sell it, and you'd have all that grayness and blackness and rainbowness around it, your value of that coin went down. You lost value because it was less than perfect. And now you fast forward 20 some years later, and the more rainbow and tarnish around it, what do they call it now? A toning. They call it
toning,
and it's worth more. And talking to a professional like him, he was responsible for starting the toning of coins, making people believe they were more valuable. He was the reason. He came out and said, he came out with a program, with a publicity program to make toned coins which were degrading in the case, more valuable. And in fact, if you look at them now, guys are taking some of the chemicals that are used to clean them, and they touch the edges of the coin, and that makes them tone.
Oh, they're making toned coins, which is
so these coin grading companies, where I'm not saying they don't know what they're looking at, but they are controlling what you think is valuable. They're telling you what is valuable, and if it's not through their company, it's not valuable anymore.
You know, I don't know for a fact, but I think they know when the toning is fake and when it's not. I think that, but I've never seen a coin graded as fake toned. I don't know, you know.
Exactly. And then, but even if that, even if the companies themselves can tell the difference, the people that are selling them on the side are using what they're saying now as trying to convince you that their coins are more valuable.
Listen, the whole hype of grading is, how do I put it? Kind of a Venus flytrap, we'll say.
Yeah.
Everyone who finds a coin in the ground, okay, first thing they say, should I get this graded?
Yeah, exactly.
And I can't say, listen, I can't say I'm not the same way. I come across coins, and I've graded some that probably shouldn't be graded, and then I've graded some that I know should be graded.
If I find a chain set in the ground and it's in average condition, I'm going to send it in, not because I think it's going to come back MS-70, but because I know it's going to come back authenticated.
That's one reason to send it in. Well, it's got to be, and you are correct. When it's very, very rare, you can send it in for that. But we know someone who sent one in and they got it back saying don't even bother, and that was pretty good condition.
Wasn't bad condition.
It was in bad, yeah. Well,
no, it wasn't. It was in bad, but APB, all the basic points were there.
Right. Yeah, should have did it. So where was I at with? So now all of a sudden grading becomes a prominence, we'll say. Is that
that's the thing? The grading is now part of its value. So if you don't get a graded coin, and that's good for the coin companies because they're the ones that are selling, the ones that are encapsulated.
Right. It's man, it's like I said, it's a little bit of a Venus flytrap. There are times when you should send it in, and like we said, when it's rare, maybe you it's a coin you buy out of someone's collection.
Right.
Out of the ground is a 50-50 decision. That's your decision to send it in and get graded.
But just knowing that out of the ground it's coming back environmentally damaged. That's the gig. You
have to send it in without expectations. Now, I took a large cent for someone, sent it in, and it was a little rare, and it came back environmentally damaged, but it did help the authentication of that coin,
right,
to prove it was right. But guys, if you're going to have a coin and put it on the internet, should I clean this? Expect to get a bunch of responses that I don't care where the coin was ever at, you never clean it.
Here's the bottom line, guys. And I sold a lot of coins that I have cooked. One in particular was a chain. I didn't sell it. I did it for someone else. It was a chain set dug out of the ground that he was offered $1,000 for.
Well, that's the same one that
we cooked it, and he was offered $8,000 for it. So don't think that the only thing out there are these coin companies, because they become a club. They become a buyer's club.
Wait till you catch what I'm going to say next.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to put this out there, and I don't give a flying hoot. People out there, and the ones who say don't clean it, and then we respond with, oh, well, I use the ugly box and it comes out, look, and they show the before and after pictures. Let me tell you something. There's people out there, okay? There are, and we can prove this. There are people out there that will badmouth the ugly box, okay, in order to get one.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy on the page going, don't ever clean your coin. Well, let me tell you something. If he were to get an ugly box gratis, then I'm sure he would use it. Okay.
Or the gentleman that badmouths the ugly box relentlessly right after he bought 3 of them. He has 3.
And then we've had more than one person come on here and say, I'm sick and tired about hearing this ugly box. I am an influencer. I am so important that if I say this aspirin works, you should buy it. I'm an influencer, and until I get an ugly box and give you my rating, then the ugly box means nothing.
That was right before that person told me I was a member of the peanut gallery and didn't understand technology.
So that person was invited onto our page. That person was invited to come and post on our page. And the person came to our page, okay, and said, if you want an ugly box, you're going to have to purchase it, because that's the way the ugly boxes work. And that person just kind of slid quietly, like how I'm doing that, slid quietly out the back door.
Just kind of slid quietly.
But people just want to go online and be who the where did you come up with this shit? I'm an influencer. That's a so you know what it is?
I am an influencer, and I would never say that.
You know what it is?
Put it out there.
You know what it is? I got to tell you, it's people do it because they want free stuff.
Of course.
I remember the guy in Detect America 10 years ago, and he walked in the door and he said, all I want is free stuff. That was his words. All I want is free detectors. I want to try and
undermine every which way he could to get them.
Did everything he could to get free medical detectors.
I need one of those.
So, you're going to come on here and tell a guy not to clean a coin. Dude, you could be, I'm going to tell you something. You could be cleaning every coin in your, I could have you cleaning your coins, every coin in your collection by the time we got done showing them the ugly box.
Well, and I get the guys that are like, and I show the pictures. Oh, how do we know it's the same coin? And I tell everybody, because this coin we did live on the show. It's still posted. You can still watch us clean that 300-year-old cob live on the show. But
it's just so funny. But realize,
one more person tells me that they don't see the freaking bubbles, I'm going to lose my freaking shit.
Realize, Mr. Coin Collector, and I advocate that people call me and ask me, what do I do with this coin? And I have told people, don't clean it. And I have told people,
absolutely,
go ahead and clean. But Mr. Coin Collector, realize one thing. When you take your coin and send it to NGC to have it environmentally rehabilitated, whatever the freaking word is,
conserved,
then you realize what's happening to it. It's getting dropped in acid, which would probably make you cringe if you ever saw that happen.
Exactly.
And it's probably being put in electrolysis.
Yeah. Electrolysis and several different kinds of acid. Listen, what they do to your coin to conserve it at these coin grading companies is 10 times more intrusive than whatever happens. And we'll tell you, not every coin's a candidate for electrolysis. It's just not. If you dig a coin and it's dirty, but all the edges are sharp, the detail is there, I'm the first person to tell you. Don't
if you call there, let's say you call there, because I deal with NGC, not PCGS. But if you call there and say, hey, can you tell me what your conservation process is?
Yeah, right.
That's ancient Chinese secret. That is very secret.
And once again, I'll tell everybody this. I've got 3 Morgan dollars that are PCGS certified. that all three were cooked. Now, were they dug out of the ground? No, they weren't dug out of the ground. They were tarnished in this. They were cooked.
Mhm.
They were sent in, and they were all graded.
Right. Oh, and listen, we've never ever advocated any other method of cleaning coins besides the ugly box.
Yeah.
Now, people have come onto the page and said, Don Went, I hate you. I hate you and I hate Mike Bama. They're just, I turned my hot tub into an ugly box. After all, I can eat taco night. They're killing me.
Taco night.
And I was talking about, so I don't know what the hell I was talking about. You guys got me. I glanced down at the chat. You guys got me.
Right.
But we've never advocated anything other than, people come on the page and they tell their secret recipe of how they clean coins. Well, I do this and I do that. And Frank will go back and jabber with them a little bit, and we don't. Look, if you want to take your coin and put it in mayonnaise, that's fine. You want to put it in your, I keep mine in my armpit.
You laugh, but there was a former member of our crew many years ago.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
That said that literally said that. And he goes, well, they look how they come out. They come out beautiful. I said, well, first of all, mayonnaise has oils in it. So if you were to rub mayonnaise on a coin, it's going to look nice for a minute because it's got oils in it. I said, but here's the question. Take that dab of mayonnaise and let's throw it on the hood of your truck.
Put it on a ham and cheese.
Let's leave it on the hood of your truck overnight. Okay, then wash it off and see what the hood of your truck looks like. What do you think it's freaking doing to that coin?
Well, because there's eggs in it, and people throw eggs at cars, and they throw eggs at cars, and that eats the paint.
That's right.
But what I'm saying is, we don't necessarily stop anybody from posting their secret recipe on cleaning coins, but we don't advocate that. We don't say drop it in what's not sulfuric acid. There's something. What's that they use?
Muriatic
acid.
Whatever.
Any of those things, guys. And this was, you got to remember when we started to research the ugly box, and we're talking 20 some odd years ago, when we were really going to try and make one at University of Pennsylvania. It wasn't about making an electrolysis system. We went through everything that was out there, and electrolysis worked, but it had a tendency to turn stuff orange. And everything kind of centered around the electrolysis. Then we figured out why, we fixed it. But it was about trying to find the best way to do this without damaging the coin. And sorry, but electrolysis at the end of the day came out to be the best process. It doesn't work for every single coin. It's not for every single coin. But it's better than the 1900 chemicals and intrusive methods that these other people are using that are tearing away surface matter and damaging the coin.
Well, look, you're talking about, when you say it's not for every coin, well, you're talking about coins that are so damaged. I mean,
there are coins that are literally damaged through the core.
Listen,
they're damaged from the top through to the bottom. You can't do much with that. That's just the nature of the beast.
That's a wish in a way, okay?
Yeah.
We dig coins out of the ground that have the slightest detail, and believe me, that detail disappears when you put it in water. So now you have a slick, and you're like, man, the ugly box will not bring a coin backwards in time. They're the coins you're talking about that it can't do anything for. They're beyond damage. They're slick.
You can't have a coin that's so damaged you're just not going to bring up that detail.
Right. Why? Because it's been in the ground. It's been in maybe pesticides, maybe acidic soil, and all that kind of stuff that contributes to the breakdown of that coin. And we, as metal detectorists, would love to be able to take a coin we dig in the ground and bring it back to its original condition. And I think a lot of people that have the ugly box even I kind of thought that in the beginning, man, maybe this could bring my detail back, and it never will. Once you understand that, then that's fine. But I mean, It's just so funny. But so like I said, the bottom line is, if you're going to post online, do I clean this coin or not? Well, realize you're going to get, like everything on Facebook, you're going to get 50 different answers.
And listen, you got to take it with a grain of salt. There's some old timers who I love. There's some old timers out there that I'm very, very friendly with that are very old school, and they use the ugly box and they liked it. But then they come out and say, oh, it works great, but there's not enough bubbles. You got to take it with a grain of salt. There's electrolysis thinking from 30 years ago, and there's electrolysis thinking today that we've learned so much more that bubbles are a bad thing. You shouldn't see bubbles. So you got to take it with a grain of salt, and you got to understand it's not the process today that it was 30 years ago.
I'm living proof that you got to kind of use the ugly box properly.
Wow.
It's a shame because I cooked.
There's not much I can do when I tell you not to cook something, then you cook it.
Well, I thought the machine was off, and I come back about 8 hours later, and I'm like, holy cow. And I mean, my bedroom's on fire from leaving it in there. And that was a beautiful coin too. That would have came out. I know that would have came out nice. And that mostly happens with coppers, but
ugly box is a tool, guys. It's a tool that you use to affect conservation. It's not a magic box you throw it in and no matter what, it's coming out perfect. You have to pay attention to it. You have to tweak the voltages. You have to work the tool to get the result that you want. And the electrolysis is just a very unobtrusive way of doing it.
When you use it on a silver coin,
oh yeah,
you can really. I've done it. I've done it on some coins that I've gotten. I've done it on coins that I might have bought from other people that are just filthy dirty. And you put them in the ugly box for 5-10 minutes. They come out, you wash it off, and they look really nice. Oh, and that's the other thing.
Makes me laugh. The thing that makes me laugh is the guys come on like, "Oh my God, you should never use electrolysis. Never use it. It's horrible for your coins." Oh, by the way, look at this beautiful Tosha silver coin I bought.
Yeah.
Where do you think it was, dude? They on every silver coin you see around somebody's neck.
That's what I'm saying. Every single coin probably that comes up from a shipwreck, you see them. They have the boxes on the ship. They have the tubs of water. They do it right there. They do them by the dozens. They hang them in the electrolysis.
We got 12. We got 12 ugly boxes on smaller boats. They're used all the time. We've got a couple of major brokers that use the ugly box, but it's okay if they use it, but don't you use it because electrolysis is bad unless your last name's Fisher. It's perfect.
So, okay, so we know all the shipwreck coins are getting cleaned with electrolysis.
Electrolysis.
And
Fish is proud of his electrolysis system.
The coin collector who goes and buys these coins know that they've been cleaned.
Yes.
But then they're going to tell you, don't clean that dime. Don't clean that 1858 dime that you found in the dirt. Don't clean that.
It doesn't hurt the value of the Atosha coins, but it hurts the value of every other coin out there if you use it.
Yeah.
We got a broker, and I can't mention his name, partially because I can't remember it, but he's a broker in New York. He is he specifically brokers treasure coins, Atosha, Alcazador. That's what he brokers. He owns 3 of them because sometimes when he gets when he buys a lot, that lot's been sitting around and they get tarnished up. So these treasure coins that you're buying from this broker in New York is cooking them with the ugly box. And trust me, he ain't discounting them because they're cooked in the ugly box, guys.
And how about when you'll see a Morgan somewhere and you can they call it whizzing. Ron, what's whizzing?
Whizzing is a chemical that they dip the coins in. It's not, it's not really good for the surface of the coin. Years ago, I used to work for a coin dealer. I know we got off the subject and you started talking about the ugly box. I just let you guys rant a little bit. But the whole reason that the whole grading system really evolved back in the 80s was that the price of silver was going through the roof. Therefore, there was a big demand for coins. Now, the silver dollars were one of the most collected coins because you had a lot of silver in them, and they were beautiful coins. And what happened was everybody was buying silver, so there was less of those coins in the marketplace. So without a grading system, people would grade them just and up the grades because they couldn't get the high grades. When the silver market crashed because everybody sold the silver, people were holding silver dollars that were like MS60s that they purchased at the MS65 price, and they lost a fortune.
Right.
The whole collecting market went out the window back then, and that's when that's what they started this grading system, so that at least when you got a coin, 3 people looked at it, professionals, and came up with that grade. Now it may not be 100% accurate because you got 3 different opinions, but all in all, you're pretty darn close.
But let me ask you this. If you're the grading company and you're selling carded coins, isn't there a little bit of a likelihood that maybe we're going to fudge the grade?
Well,
push
the
the
thing
grade up
about
a little bit,
the grading companies, if I got this correct, they're not in the business of selling coins. They just do the grading.
Right.
I mean, they make a lot of money. You know how many coins are submitted every year?
Yep.
And they get, $30 a coin, $40 a coin, and they go through probably thousands, 5, 10, 15, 20,000. Now, what people would do a lot, I knew a lot of dealers in the industry back in the day, they would send the coin in for grading. And if they didn't like it and they thought that it was a better grade than they were issued, they would take it out of the container and send it back in for grading.
Oh, they will, or they'll send it to another company. Ron, real quick, what company is in New Jersey? Is that BCGS that's in New Jersey?
I believe it is.
Because NGC's in Florida, but I just remembered there was a company. Now, what cracks me up is so beyond the stigma of grading, now all of a sudden this coin is worth more
exactly
because of this little sticker in here. Right. And I just, like I said, it's a stigma, like a Venus flytrap. Like this coin is an MS63. A coin in another holder could be an MS63, but have a different label. I mean, now they're like this. Oh, there's not many of this label out there.
That's it. And that's what all these like coin shopping shows. When you go on Sunday night, boom, and they put them out. We buy these special from the mint. These are first issue coins. Yeah, they do. They're under contract. They're under contract with the mint to get these.
And our buddy Mr. Standish was responsible for some of that kind of gameplay there. He figured out ways to make 2 identical MS65 coins make one more valuable than the other.
Yep.
Right.
And Ron, when you see those coin shows on Home Shopping Network, did you ever notice they're always selling MS69s?
Yeah.
I mean, for people that don't know, there's a bunch of the most lucrative grade, the highest grade for a coin is MS70. They've changed them up. One company changed it up, but basically up until now, the MS70. So the MS69 is not a perfect coin. It's just short of a perfect coin. But they go online and they don't tell you that on Home Shopping. They don't say, look, this is an MS69 and 70s are worth more. No, they're making like, yeah, we got all these, and this is in great shape, an MS69, and they want you to pay like 80 times.
You don't find many MS69, just lots of MS70s, but the 69 is rare.
I know, it's just so funny.
Now you're paying for a rare lower grade.
Then don't forget What's even better? All right, so just getting your coin graded is not just. This is not just the pinnacle of grading.
No,
Sending this out to NGC or PCGS to get graded is not just the pinnacle of grading. If you can get the special CAC sticker,
CAC sticker.
that's right. Man.
if you can, all right, so you're like, all right, well, this coin is nice, but I'm going to send it to this other company and really get the approval of the coin grading Illuminati, we'll say. Right, that's what they're like, man. They're like the coin grading Illuminati. Now all of a sudden, it's not just a graded coin, but it's got CAC's approval, and all that is a little green sticker with CAC on it.
I'm getting a little DA sticker made for $10 more. I'll grade it for you too.
So there's a lot of. It's like fishing lures, man. When you go, you're a big fisherman. You go to a store, that fishing lure catches you before it catches a fish.
It's like metal detectors, baby.
Yes, kind
You're
of
like,
like that.
you're like, I'll bite that. Come on, listen. I used to fish. I would go to the store and you look. Oh, that looks nice. And that thing never caught a damn fish. I don't even know if I ever put it on the end of my rod, but it caught me. I mean, that thing caught me. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, that'll probably catch fish, and that's what this is the. Like the impulse shopping or whatever. Oh, I got to get this graded. So then that's another thing. Instead of asking people if you should clean a coin, go out there and go, should I get this graded or not, man? And you'll get, oh my God, you'll get every response in the world. No, yes, don't. You know, I mean,
That and the bottom line is this: NGC, PCGS, these coin grading companies are designed to give you information and offer you the ability to get the best price on coins that aren't dug out of the ground. Okay. For somebody to sit there, for you to go detecting and pull up a blob of metal that has absolutely no identifying marks on it.
yeah.
And then somebody tell you ruined it because you cooked it. Listen, you saw the picture of the coin that's on the cover of the Ugly Book. It has a 1794 drape bust or some kind of bust, large set. When I pulled that out of the ground with John Monero, I rubbed it, I cleaned it, nothing. There was nothing visible on it. And who do you think was going to buy it then?
Oh, you bought that coin up.
$400 for it after it was cooked.
No, you did a miracle with that.
I mean, it was just and what's the worst that can happen with that blob that has no identifying marks? You don't get a date, okay? Then what's the difference in the value before you cooked it than after? But if you cook it and you get that, one of the coins I showed today, I sat in a box for years. I thought it was the tip off of the handle of a spoon, and it was all corroded. And when I finally cooked it, that's the one we cooked live on the show. When we finally cooked it, it was a 400-year-old cob.
So Barb kind of wants to know about having gold coins graded. Same thing with gold coins, Barb. There's gold coins that are common, and I got to tell you, I recently sent 2 gold coins, and when I got them back, I said I should have never have wasted my time.
And here's the thing, Barb. You got to remember, Barb, a gold coin that you dug. If you take a gold coin and you drop it on the beach, and you bend down and you pick it up, it's environmentally damaged. It's soft. So if you dug it out of the ground, there's zero chance of it ever coming out, back over MS65. You're never going to get there. The best you're going to hope for the gold coin that's been dug is authentic.
You know what? I'll tell you about it later. They don't always come back in environmentally damaged. So, but I think gold is harder to determine. If it's like silver, you can tell, but I don't think
gold is so soft, right? It damages easier.
Yeah.
Gold could get damaged in a case, in a bag. It's very soft.
In the process of making coins, the way they strike coins with these presses, they put the planchet in there, and then they bang them from both sides. What happens is a tremendous amount of heat builds up, and the metal starts to flow from the center of the coin outwards. that creates straight line, and they call them striations.
Striations.
Okay. When you get a coin that was dug out of the ground, you'll start to see lines in vertical positions,
Right.
and they break out of that striation from the center out. That's how they know they're environmentally damaged.
Right. They're not the normal striations that would flow from the center of the coin.
The funny thing is, me and Frank sat here and talked this whole time, but people don't understand. And I always want, I don't know, for some reason I always forget, but Ronnie knows his shit about coins, dude.
Oh, yeah.
He knows. And then like I'll be talking to him, and like I say, I'll forget, and all of a sudden he'll tell me something. I'll be, and like he knows. Sometimes he's like, yeah, well, that year's a better year, and this, and I'm like, that's right. Ronnie knows what he's, because I'm, you know what it is. I'm so used to blowing Frank's know-it-all attitude out the window.
Hey,
they
look at this hat.
Yeah, that hat. Yeah. Oh, you even got a hat. You know what? See what I mean? Now listen, I got to say one thing. I'm going to tell you another reason why I don't like being on this show. It's called the chat. Okay? These guys are even. I see my brother-in-law Leo in here. I'm like a friggin' dartboard in this chat, man. I mean, and they're all taking. You know what, Leo? I'm going to kick his ass. I just saw his post. I'm going to kick his ass. I'm like, put me on a dartboard, dude, because everyone's over there just throwing darts at me. I can't fight back because I'm Baumhoff. Oh my God. I wish we could disable the chat.
I could post them on the screen.
Oh no, don't. I don't know if you're allowed. Some of the shit they're saying. Oh my God, it's hilarious. It is funny, but they stop me in my tracks when I read some of it.
Did you see my T-shirt?
Yep.
Oh no, that's cool. I like that.
Somebody posted that the other day, right?
I can't remember who gave me this. I got two of these T-shirts. I got one, I think, from Shelly and Dawn, and I got one from KG.
Wait, why the hell is Leo? You're making fun of my hair? The hair that I have? I'm just saying.
I saw somebody wanted to start a GoFundMe to get your haircut.
I'm not getting no haircut.
That was a while back.
I know my hair rocks, dude. Dude, I like this. Business in the front, party in the back.
I'm all party.
Your own business.
Somebody today called me Ben Franklin.
I saw that.
You know what? I
told
saw
him to go
that.
fly. Told him to go fly a kite. I told him to go
That's a
fly a
compliment,
kite.
though. That's a compliment, Ben
Yeah.
Franklin.
I told him to
He
go
was a
fly a
ladies'
kite.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard sometimes he was a man's man too, but that's a different story for a different day.
You got a lot of room, Mr. Public Restroom.
Listen,
Your cousin just threw another good one at you.
You know what? Dude, he's just mad because he said he's afraid of clowns. If you know what, he made a post on Facebook that he's afraid of clowns, but yet he's watching the three of us.
That's true. That's true.
Glutton for punishment, buddy. Glutton for punishment. So yeah, leave my hair alone. Looks like Chet. No, Samson.
somebody said Back to the Future tryouts.
Yeah, that's what they said today. Doc Brown. Yeah, the Danny DeVito is the funniest. I love, I told everybody how I was in Florida. We when we went to St. Augustine, I think it was last time we were in Florida. Me and my brother were in a convenience store, and I'm at the register, and there's two ladies behind me, and my brother's off somewhere, and of course, he's my twin, so no one recognizes him to be my brother. He walks up and he says to the ladies, he goes, "Yo, that's Danny DeVito." And I catch the women looking at me over my shoulder, and I'm like, just, you know what? He got me good. I turned around and looked at him. I go, "What do you want?" Yeah, that's my twin. They're right there.
they're brothers.
Yeah, yeah. So I looked at the lady and I go, "What do you want? An autograph?" And I walked away. There's no hold. It doesn't matter who you are. Anyone in this chat thinking that you're breaking my balls and like you're winning. Listen, I worked for the police department for 25 years. There was no holds barred, raw, uncensored ball breaking that you just can't imagine. My brother has broken my balls my whole life.
My police department was very respectful, and we were all Boy Scouts.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing. 99% of the time on my job, we were all going after each other for stuff. So I've had the best. This stuff on here is just, simple stuff. It's So yeah, Michael Baumhoff. Michael Baumhoff goes, police work gives you super thick skin. He's been there, done it. We do, and we got a lot of retired cops on here, man, and they're the ones that are usually the funniest.
And Scott McClory makes a point. You haven't been on a show in a while, so these guys are all trying to catch up.
Oh, I know. I'm making up for lost time. I just saw my main man Butch Holcomb and my buddy Mark Anthony.
Oh, by the way, Steve, you missed myself and Scott McClory telling ghost stories last night on Josh.
Yeah, I was watching Eagles, and
I was too. That's why I went first.
Hold on. Did you tell that bullshit ghost story that you say you have on tape?
No. This was the one. I told you the one about seeing my grandfather.
I don't know about that, but the one you had on tape is still unconfirmed.
Yeah. It's unconfirmed by you, but
that you said you had tape of it.
I played it for you.
Yeah, and I didn't hear shit.
Mark Anthony says that he found out what goes on in the back seat of a cop car. What's that all about?
Well,
listen, I'm going to, out of the respect of my friend Mark Anthony, I'm not going to ask him how he found out.
It depends on the time of day, where I happen to be parked.
I'd like to know. Mark, text me. Let me know.
Let's just say there should be movies written about the back seat of police cars.
But you notice he didn't say it hurt.
He didn't say it was uncomfortable.
But yeah, I love seeing people in this chat. It's hilarious. Some of the people in here are great. Good times, good fun. So we were contacted by the Delaware Valley Metal Detecting Club.
Lehigh Valley.
Huh?
Lehigh Valley.
That's I almost just told you, Ron, that I got that right. And of course,
different valley.
I know I can't get it right. All right. First off, we will say this again. We will not promote a hunt unless we're really, really sure.
And you've been to this one before, correct?
Oh yeah, last year.
Yes.
Yes. But you just can't come on Detect America and promote your hunt, because in an effort to remain true to our.
Let's face it, not everybody's as honest as me.
Our members. Yeah, and listen, there's some we didn't promote, and we luckily said afterwards, man, thank God we didn't.
We didn't promote it early on because it felt wrong, and it turned out to be wrong.
Oh yeah, we had some hinkies. So we promote FH10, and guess what? It's October, and I'm gonna tell you something. FH10 is going to come up on you faster than you think. So
we are about to go in. We had a couple of events that we promoted over the past couple of weeks. We are about to go into full-blown FH10 mode, guys, and it's coming.
Now, and then there's others that some of our well-respected members will vouch for, and we will talk to them. We will get their feedback before we maybe throw it out there. So Lehigh Valley Metal Detecting Club, same people that are going with me this year, Debbie McAdams and Carolyn Cowling. We're making.
You got them to get back in the car with you again?
Well, maybe she could stay awake.
She promised she wasn't going to fall asleep this time.
So, and Ronnie's going to be there.
Yep.
Anybody who it's in, Where was that hunt at, Ron? You told me.
We
The
had,
hunt's going to be at South Mountain Reservoir, and it's going to be in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Allentown. Yeah. So
And,
anyone in that area
here in Allentown.
thinking of wanting to go out, it starts Saturday morning at 9:00, which is a perfect time. Gives us enough time to get there. Listen, we went last year. I had a ball. I had a great time,
Good hunt.
and I'm looking forward to having another great time this year.
There's going to be a special guest here.
There is going to be a special guest, and I was trying to keep this a secret, but maybe he won't find out. He's probably not watching the show, but Andy Sabish is going to be there.
How is he a secret guest that been advertising with his picture?
No, it was a secret that I wasn't. Did I say he was a secret guest? I was keeping a
that's what
secret.
Ronnie said.
I was trying to keep it a secret that I was going because I didn't want him to get scared and run away. So I'm going to be face to face with Andy Sabish, and that ought to be interesting, folks. If you don't come for the hunt, you might want to come just to see what happens there.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good hunt. It was a great hunt last year. We had a wonderful time.
Silver,
put on a good event.
silver. I came home with a lot of silver.
And it's I'm not gonna say it's a small hunt. It's a nice, perfect size hunt. You get together. There's a lot of silver. You guys are gonna have a good time.
Yeah, right. They were limiting it to 50 though. There's a limit of 50, and I honestly don't see how they can't. That should be filled up. So if you guys are local, anybody, you're here, you want to
Greater Philadelphia area.
who is Andy Savage? I'll explain it to you, Carolyn. Don't who's Andy
on the way down.
I'll tell you. Anybody,
That's my guru you're talking about, Carolyn.
if you're near me and you want to drive up with us, you're welcome to get in the car if you can listen to me.
One plus, you're very close to the Bethlehem Casino. So if after everything's all done, you want to go have a nice little dinner over there.
Why is that where you're going?
I don't know. My wife's going on vacation. She's leaving Friday.
So then you're in no rush.
Long lunch.
You're
Take
in
it
no
over to
rush.
the casino.
You'll go over and put $1 or $2 on Keno, right?
Yeah, obviously. Well,
Eh?
maybe. I think they got a bingo parlor too. No, they don't have a bingo parlor.
Bingo! But
I hear they got an awesome massage parlor there.
anybody knows we posted the flyer on the page. The gentleman to contact is Mike Burns.
Right.
It's posted on our page and his website. His email information's there.
Or you can send me I'm still on Facebook Messenger, even though I'm off of Facebook and I'm off this show. I still have Facebook Messenger. So anyone can contact me and send me messages. And I get some funny stuff from time to time from people. You guys still make me laugh looking at this chat. Wait, is Mark Hoover in here? I saw someone used to say Mark Hoover here too.
I think he was talking about Mark Anthony.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Oh no, it says the Hoovers in the house. So yeah, good. We got a lot of great people. Now listen, I was watching the Phillies game and
Better off you didn't.
Wait.
Arizona beat them. Arizona just has better pitching.
Score of the Phillies game.
Oh, don't. I don't want to know. It was ungodly. It was like 32-1.
My internet's slow.
They're getting out pitched. The game's over.
Yeah, I just want to know the score.
Yeah, there's no
What's the
sense.
score of the Phillies game?
The Phillies lost 5-1 today against the Dodgers.
Oh, it was only 5. They left runners on. They got out pitched. They just got out pitched last tonight.
When's the next game? Tomorrow or
Tomorrow's the last game.
that's it. And this is before before the World Series, correct?
I think there was 14. I thought there was 4 teams. I thought there was 4 teams total.
Yeah, well, that would mean this is the last 2 games. This is the last 2 teams before 2 series before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, maybe it is. So, Eagles played well last night. I gotta throw the Eagles out there because you know why? Since we have people all across the country, we got fans of other teams on here, and I know we said we were going to keep this page to only Eagles fans. Yeah. You
Who are
ain't
you
got
for? The
We
Jets?
won't even go any. I'm not even going to go anything about the Jets. I'm not.
Are you a
gonna go
Jets
there.
or a
I'm
Giants?
not a Jets fan. I'm not a Jets fan. Believe me, I'm not. But let me tell you something. They got their heads handed to them that night.
the Jets. Oh, the Eagles.
Yeah, Jets and
Yeah,
Eagles.
they got.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, and I tell everybody even when the Eagles are at their best, the games that worry me the most are when they play the crap teams.
Yeah.
That's what. It is. It's always the
They play to that level and they can easily get beat, and they did.
always the mediocre teams.
Let me get a word in here. I just saw Mike Burns is on the site.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Mike, I've been trying to contact you, but your emails keep kicking back. I don't have a phone number for you. I wanted to call you tonight to get you on the show to talk about the event.
He should have told me. He messaged me today. I had his number.
You have his phone number?
Yeah, he was messaging me today.
His
Yeah,
email keeps kicking back. He sent me his email and it keeps kicking back on me.
he said he hates the show. He said he hates the show and doesn't want to be on.
Well, anyway.
Wait, that's what I said. Sorry,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mike might have a different opinion.
So,
there's Damian Wolfhart, my man. Better go to the doctor, Damian. Dr. Damian. I'm going to send it to you right now, Ron.
Okay. Well, it's too late to call him to ask him to be on the show now, but it's good to have.
We should probably give something away because I think Coach Holcomb has a good show planned tonight.
Okay. Since we had a special guest tonight, and I want to thank him for coming on the show. It's always entertaining. We're going to do little special giveaways tonight. Now, this one is going to be a good one if you have an ugly box. All right.
Ryan's going to give away all the stuff he can't identify. All right.
No, actually, what we have here is a 1 ounce silver round, U.S. silver round. Okay, it's not a Walker. It's the 1 ounce coin from the government, but it has some tarnishing on it. So whoever wins this, they can put this in the ugly box. I can
Don't clean it.
It will not.
Do not clean it.
Tell the value.
You will take all that tarnish off, and it'll come out nice and shiny, just like it came out of the mint. So that's going to be one of the prizes in honor of our special guest tonight. And we are going to give away an 1898 silver dollar.
Nice.
And all right, so we got a couple of good things we're giving away tonight.
What?
And you know what? I'm going to dig into the box because my buddy Steve's here, and I think we should make this a little real special.
You got that coin with the horse's ass on it?
No, I don't have that one.
How come my wife every time I'm on the show, my wife ain't posting?
No, she was on earlier. I saw her come on, and I was gonna say, how can you be in two places at one time?
She was on here?
Yeah, no, she came on for a little while. Yeah.
I told her never to come on this show. Oh, that's the other bad news I got.
What?
She's able to come down the stairs and go to bed now.
All right.
You don't know what it was like. I'm like, but I can come down the steps now. Someone says
she recovered quicker this time than last time, I think.
I can't find that on my. Getting bad, getting old.
Someone said, please bring Debbie back.
Let's see what we got here. Here's a nice one.
My wife better get in that kitchen. If you're watching, you better get in that kitchen and clean it.
Oh, wait, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I got something going on here.
Hello?
Hold
Long
on.
point of silence. Dude, this is nice looking hair. Other people, you have no taste. You have
I had a last minute request to come on. I don't know if I sent them the link. I don't know if they saw it or not.
Well, anyway, we'll do this one real
Ah.
quick. I'll throw this one in the mix.
Go ahead.
Somebody wants to comment on here. And
It's a large set, but let me get you the date on it. 1837 large cent. So we got 3 really nice prizes going.
you know, I
on
want
the door
to tell you
today.
something, Ron.
Special guest though.
Have you been like? I know you don't look, but you know, I always look at coins and buy coins online or whatever. You know, they're selling large cents for some good money.
Yeah, they're.
I'm like,
I used to be able to go in the shop and buy mediocres, okay dates and stuff for giveaways. $3, $4, $5 a pop.
No more.
No more. than
no,
that.
no, that the 20's like the cheapest.
Yeah. Almost as much as a silver dollar.
Yeah, it's crazy anymore.
A lot of the
Yeah.
coins have gone up tremendously. Like even these like proof sets that I give away.
Yo,
I mean, you know, just a couple years back, I could get them for $5, $6.
besides the price of gold going up,
All right,
because
hold on. We got a guest coming in real quick. Say hello.
hey,
Oh, sweetheart, long
Hi,
time no
honey.
see.
Hi.
look how great you look.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Great to see you.
Hi. I just have 4 quick things to say.
Oh,
Okay. Ronnie, I owe you a visit. I know. Don't yell at me.
That's fine. I didn't bother you. I know you're probably busy.
Oh my God. Steve, I don't need a GoFundMe to come shave your head. I will do it for free. I will drive to your house on my own dime with my own gas and shave that and fix that.
Fix it. You
And
can't shave Frank.
Frank, have you gotten a prednisone shot?
I have swallowed about 50 prednisone in the past week. I
Okay,
haven't
maybe,
gotten a shot, but I've been on 2 different doses of it.
maybe a shot.
Well, we're going to find out tomorrow because if I'm still alive tomorrow, I'm going back to the doctor.
Okay, well, you know, leprosy's a bear.
STDs can be found anywhere, guys. I'm just
See what
telling
I'm saying? Those
Well,
senior
you said-
groups that you go to, you swim in the pool, you get what they all get from each other.
Look, that men's room is clean. I'm telling you.
you know,
I know you
they're getting what he's got.
And last but not least, for the 3 of you, most importantly, you know, to kind of put a bow on the Ugly Box fight. Any idea how many countries you guys are in now?
They're being sold by some of our dealers on the eBay sites.
I
So
know
what-
We
5
can't keep track of
countries.
where they go.
Okay, and about how many units, fellas? About how many units? Guess.
5 or 6
Yes.
It's in the
thousand.
thousands.
Oh, it's in the thousands for a piece of shit that doesn't make any bubbles and doesn't work. I mean, gosh.
Wait, talking about the owner and the box in one sentence, you got to separate the two, please.
I don't typically talk about my box on the internet.
Oh,
Who
I took that picture.
Kelly? Who
And
took
I made that shirt. I took
Yeah,
that
but-
picture and I made the shirt Frank's wearing.
Right, but do
Yeah,
you
I know.
notice
I
there's
had
no-
2 of them, and I wasn't sure if this is the one you gave me or the one KG gave me.
Does that
Shelly,
one say Candy Corn Hates You Too?
Yes.
Okay, I think that one's mine.
Did you notice there's no photo credit on there?
I don't care.
No, that's
I
not
know.
true.
I just realized you should have got credit for that. It was.
I
you know,
had
don't
one with credit for her on it, and I think they cropped it.
I don't care.
dropped it. But yeah, everyone. Shelly took this picture.
You know,
Oh,
Steve,
that-
God sees what I do. I don't need approval from.
when Frank came out of the rabbit hole. He was just coming out of the rabbit.
But I'm sorry. Was that right? Was that right when I found that New Jersey copper or the Real? I
No,
can't.
It
I
wasn't
can't
when you
remember.
found shit. Don't.
That's when you, Dawn, and Frank, Dawn, Steve, sat across the street and made fun of Ronnie and I as Ronnie was teaching me how to metal detect.
That's only because
That's
your
what I
legs were
remember.
sitting down the hole.
Yeah.
I remember you digging a hole. I remember
that's
walking
about right.
across the field, and you're all the way down. Your whole arm is in the hole trying to find a target, and I come over laughing at you guys because
Well, isn't that where your logo, their logo comes
Mhm.
from?
yeah.
That day,
Logo comes
that
from?
day is where our
Well,
logo
what,
comes
Yes,
from.
you found Washington's lead pipe, didn't you? Or something?
Yeah.
It was what George Washington's lunchbox,
That's right.
Frank.
But there's something down here I know, and I go, yeah. Well, you won't find a coin that deep. How do you know? I go, we know it is. We know they're again.
No, Dawn did not. Dawn begged me to stop, but
Yes,
I
Dawn
like to
begged you to stop.
finish. I'm a finisher.
I'm surprised you actually
She's
were
a
able to get
finisher.
out of that hole.
Well, you know, I had when I want to learn about something, when I first get interested in anything, I am a student of whatever game it is. So I read every book. I had the ugly book before I had the ugly box. Read all about it. I need to learn. So when I told Dawn I would like to try metal detecting, she of course was elated, and I, worried about my fingernails. But I started doing research, and some of the things that I saw and read were talking about how the rain pushes things up under tree roots.
Yeah.
So that signal was under a tree root.
8
It
miles
was
under a tree root.
jammed up in there. So I was convinced.
Have you been out detecting?
To be perfectly honest, the last time I think I detected was Digitude.
Oh, that was great.
Didn't
Yo, that's right. I had
Mhm.
such a good time.
Wait,
was a
talk
good
among
time.
yourselves for a minute. I got a
No way.
phone call.
Go away.
Uh-oh.
He's got a phone call in on his bat phone in the bathroom.
Now,
Third
I'm
time he
hoping,
left during the show.
are you guys going to try and have one next year?
Oh, it's we're getting the
Right.
location and solidifying a date at our meeting with. It's going to be in Monmouth County again.
Can you,
We have another Monmouth County site because
try?
that's what the crowd wants.
Can you try and tell everyone except Michael Baumhoff?
No, I love Michael Baumhoff
How can you love him?
because he's funny.
Oh, real funny. If you knew what he did to me behind the tree, you wouldn't think that was
He
funny.
was at the event.
Listen.
I had a great time, and I will come to the next one. I mean, it was great. It was so nice. Everything went well. Did anyone ever find the gold coin key?
If they did, they didn't know what they found and they just stuck it in their bag.
That was like the nice prize, the prize of a gold coin, and you had certain keys out there and no one found it.
Or they found it and didn't realize what they had, stuck it in their bag and went home. Thought they just found
It was
a
Taylor
key,
Swift
but
again. Taylor
it
Swift
was-
asked me for advice about the other Kelsey brother. I don't know.
so it was a tiny. If we geocached it, so we knew exactly where we buried it, and there were
really?
still 20 people. The bigger prizes we
So you never found it though. So do you think someone found it, or
I think someone found it, put it in their finds bag, and thought it was nothing and left.
probably me?
Probably.
Listen, I kind of hunted pretty hard around there, and I wish there was a little more natural finds. I don't know why, because it looked great. There was a lot.
I was a little bit. I don't want to say disappointed because nothing about the hunt disappointed me.
No.
Although I will say that the reason why we call it a gathering of metal detectorists is because we don't want to be that group that has that hunt and then the shits all say, "Oh, I didn't get my money back," because I'll throat punch someone.
Yeah.
I can't tolerate any of that. So
we know
that's why we named it what we named it. You're coming, you're hanging out, you're metal detecting. Cool if you find something. If you don't, you don't.
And then you had nice seated hunts that went really well. Everybody had a great time. I got to meet some people I hadn't met before. Paul was great, and Bill
Salt of the Earth.
Bill Crawford, right?
Bill and Squeak. Yep.
She's so cute. Yeah, it was just nice meeting people and seeing the people that I enjoyed being. We didn't get to talk much. You and Audra were just going and going and going, and you did a great job. And I look forward to next year's.
Frank, I think if I were putting my dream team together for the Masters of Metal Detecting to come and kick your ass at the next one, it would be me, Squeak, Emily, The kids, well, you'll see at Florida Hunt. Squeak especially, she's just the most patient little hunter.
Yes,
She's
she is.
unbelievable.
But they're just nice people. They're nice people.
She puts her head down and she's a dedicated little hunter.
She's just the most patient little hunter. Hey, who's got me twice? Ew.
Yeah, I hear it.
Is
What
it
do
off?
you mean?
You stop. I'm checking lists here.
Oh, so Frank.
Oh, making a list, checking it
So
twice.
good to see you, Shell. You're awesome.
I just wanted to come on and talk about my I can show you all of the beautiful stabilization that has occurred in this house with the ugly box, including my 50th birthday present that Frank stabilized for me, that
No,
draft
that
horseshoe.
thing
That's
That
just,
thing came out nice. Yeah,
you
and
would think that he painted it.
I even handled that before you got it. I brought it to you. Nothing happened to it.
Gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And you would think it's your 50th birthday. What do you get for your 50th birthday? A trip, a party? No.
How's your
No,
puppy?
that horseshoe.
How's your puppy? How's the puppy?
I don't know.
You
I don't know.
How's
No.
your puppy?
I don't know, Steve. She's got something wrong, and no one can figure it out.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that. A poor thing.
Yeah. I took her to the emergency vet last week. A week ago or so. She's got all of a sudden she has these lesions all over her body. It's so weird. I can't think about it because I never had a dog because of this part right here.
Yeah.
Because
I know.
I'll freak. I'm gonna freak.
Yeah. She's such a
So,
lovable.
I mean, the breed lives till 10. She's 11. They're prone to cancer.
all I can tell you is that dog got a great life, has a great
Absolutely.
life with you guys, man. And that's,
Dawn's dogs win the doggy lottery.
yeah,
They really do.
yeah.
They really do.
So I just couldn't believe she warmed up to Herb Lee. Herb Lee said, yeah, dog came over to me. I'm petting it.
my
I'm like,
God. Well, Herbie Lee gets up at the butt crack of dawn, so he's up with the dog. I got to sleep in. He fed the dog. He's having his coffee with the dog.
there you
Sophie's
go.
hanging out outside with Herbie. I'm like, this. I don't know. She can tell. She can tell
That's
who's
a
a
good
dog lover
thing.
and who's not.
That's a good thing, though. That
She loves her some Herbie Lee.
yeah. What it do?
And when he came back for Come Out Swinging, she heard his voice and she was like, whoop. Like, my guy's back.
You know what? I kind of had a feeling. I don't know. For some reason, I always thought they were going to be there, and then they called me and they're like, "Yeah, we're coming back out." I'm like, "Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew you were."
I felt selfish because we had made those plans for July before we planned Dig It Dude. We
Right.
had been planning that for almost a year.
Yeah.
And when they said we're gonna change our vacation not for our anniversary, we're just gonna go to Come Out Swinging, I'm like, I have to share you. And then I felt awful because I felt awful, but then they just came back out.
They're always welcome here, man. They're two of the nicest.
Mhm.
So, I guess people.
Marla and me in the same room, it's like something will spontaneously combust.
I'm surprised New York survived when you two went there.
Marla introduced me to freeze-dried candy corn. That's all I know.
I introduced Marla to what men do outside of Port Authority. So there.
Whizzing, yeah.
It was more than whizzing.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, whizzing's a generic term. It covers a lot of different things.
We walked out and she looked down and she goes, just right there on the street, huh? I'm like, mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the Port Authority is such a colorful place.
At least Frank goes in the men's room.
Oh, not a Port Authority. That's just redundant.
So, well, why don't you stick with us while Frank gives stuff away?
I love watching Frank give stuff away.
Give stuff
Yeah,
away, Frank.
It's a treat.
Yeah.
You're
Hold
doing
on.
just fine. It's not easy to give stuff away on a show.
I can't
One of the
talk.
hardest parts.
I can't talk. My throat's killing me. But for the last hour and a half, all I heard was me.
For some reason, talking about myself is like the best medicine. I don't understand why.
You know that my Rutgers Scarlet Knights are 6-2, right?
You go.
6-2, baby.
Oh, is that R for Rowan?
No, it's R for the birthplace of college football.
I like how the juice matches the.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, God
I
forbid.
did that
she
on
gets
purpose.
Green out of that.
Yeah, you went to Rutgers, right? Or no?
Neither of us did. Neither of us did.
Oh no.
I went to Syracuse and Dawn went to Bloomfield because she got a full scholarship for basketball.
I went to Rutgers. I had to pick up a prisoner there one day. Other than that,
I only mention that because the actual original football stadium the stadium is gone, but the field is still there, and they actually have a stone box where they would, the tickets and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty neat. I actually had the opportunity to metal detect that field, but it's been pounded.
I'm trying to get my granddaughter to look at Rutgers.
Yeah. But
Oh my goodness.
We have Camden campus right here.
Well,
they're
here's the thing.
metal detecting friendly campus.
Ah.
Douglas College, all of that.
Take your granddaughter to the Rutgers campus in Camden, and then go across the bridge and go to University of Pennsylvania. I'm just putting that out there.
You're a turd.
Can you metal detect there?
You want to take her to Temple?
Listen, stranger things. Where you the hell are you going to metal detect the Temple? At least University of Penn's got a couple of open fields there you can dig in.
Yeah, I kind of want my granddaughter to maybe go to school and succeed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to spin. What's the first thing we're giving away?
Oh, we're going to give away the large cent.
Ooh, largy. Nice
One.
quarter, Ronnie. That's a pretty quarter.
Well done. I'm going to disappear. Well, I'm disappearing in my
1837.
mind, but not yours.
1837.
All right, so our first winner is. Hold on, I got a cough. That's a good one. Mike Lacquamet.
Who?
Mike Lacquamet.
Yeah.
Dude, Mike Lacquamet gives back so much.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. What a stellar representation of all of us. Love the guy.
Mike, let me know you're here, brother. Post on the chat.
Yeah, we're watching.
I see. Yeah, congratulations. I'm here.
Is he here?
It says Facebook user. I'm here. I'm assuming it's him.
He's usually on Facebook.
Hooray for Mike.
Oh, that sounded genuine. Hooray for Mike.
Yeah, no, somebody said hooray. They're posting hooray for
Oh.
Mike, but yet I don't see it. I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't really see it either.
Yep, he's here.
You got him?
Yeah, he's on the Beyond Sight and Sound page.
Oh, he is?
Just have him send his address to me.
Mike, PM your address to Ronnie at the Gold Digger. If you can't find him, PM it to me and I'll forward it to him.
I see we also have Dave Wise in the chat, man. It's
I
good to
saw
see
Dave Wise there too.
Yeah, yeah. That guy's a metal detecting hound.
Yep. Yeah.
I refuse to acknowledge Dave Wise until he gives me a Washington inaugural button.
I'm
just saying.
You know what he does? He likes what they call cellar holes.
Oh yeah.
Dude, how come every time I go to like an old foundation or cellar hole like that, I can't find it's just so much
You're going to cellar holes in Camden. They don't have much there.
Well, no, not that, but I mean, there's just so many signals. I can't deal this.
They go out in wooded areas, like not like we even have around here. I mean, there's miles and miles and miles of woods. That's they got good spots for them. And then there's, like I said, there's nothing built up out there. You know what I mean? Not like here, New Jersey. There's
there's places where he's going. These things have wooded over. The last thing that was built there was that cabin.
Right. What I'm saying is, as soon as I put my detector in there, it's just like, wait a minute, and I'm like, oh no, I can't. It's like it's just overload.
Do you guys know I still haven't found a musket ball?
You haven't? Thought you found one.
No.
I tried to give her one at the hump, but she yelled at me.
I know everybody keeps on trying to give them to me. I've gotten them from the most wonderful people, but I want to find one. I want to find one. I don't know. I mean, I found a trime. I can't find a musket ball.
You'll find one.
Maybe the trime's better, but maybe next year.
The trime's better to you.
But you don't have the musket ball.
Maybe next year at Dig It, we'll give everyone a musket ball with their sign up, and when you start, we can all throw it at you.
We got Dan Nelson just signed on.
Hi, Dan.
I took Dan out for a real Jewish deli sandwich,
Oh,
and I brought him over to Arnold Harold's.
oh, you went to
Kent
Harold?
Style Deli.
Yes.
They looked at me like we got one sandwich and three of us split it, and then we had something to take home.
There's nothing better than a good
Oh
Jewish
my
deli.
gosh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I want to say thanks to our buddy Daniel Jurgens sent me a get well card. I was very touched, Daniel.
Oh, Dan.
Oh,
I was
nice.
He's
very
so
touched.
cool.
All right, what's next, Ron?
All right.
Give it away a musket
We
ball. Oh.
got
Oh, musket ball, awesome. Shelly won.
18 1898 Philadelphia silver dollar.
Morgan Zola.
Morgan.
Morgan Zola.
All right, let me go back to my bag of tricks here.
The Morgan Zola.
What the heck? Okay. All right, hold on.
Ronnie, thanks for being this best sponsor on earth.
Well, we wanted to do right by you guys. It was your first event. We want to make sure everything.
No,
was
in
good.
general. I mean, our show, and
Oh,
you're
well,
so good to us.
well,
And we're very stingy with giving our stuff out. We make it last. Not like when Frank and Steve have your stuff.
Oh yeah.
All right, and the winner is David Roach, or is it Roush? How do you say it?
I think it's Roach.
I
Roach.
think it's
David Roach. I know. I'm not sure in my head if it's the same guy that we know from down here. Or
Maybe-
I know.
Roach David.
He just
Maybe
posted
he's
a couple of
French.
minutes ago, so he should still be.
Maybe he's French. It's Roche.
Roche.
well, there's a guy down here that we call Roach, and it's actually Roush.
There's Greg Papalo. You should have Greg on soon and talk about it. Well,
Thank you, Greg.
We are going to have Greg on very soon.
yeah.
We're booked.
And
With
thank
David
you, Shelley,
Roach
for
here.
acknowledging me. I do appreciate that.
We love you, Ronnie. I have something to give away.
David
David
Roach
Roach
is
is
here.
here.
Is there?
So, David, make sure you send me your address so we can get this coin out to you, and I'll get it out tomorrow.
Could I give away something? It's Dawn's and she's sleeping.
Oh yeah, give it away.
This is you can't see it. This is a 1938 KG6 silver 3 pence.
What?
Very nice.
That's badass. They're worth about $1,000, and you're giving.
No,
it
they're
away.
not. Mhm. No, it wouldn't be laying on my kitchen table. And this is a new rule for Can You Dig It? Here's the envelope. It's going in as our life gets so busy and we forget to mail stuff. So I'm
Listen.
ready for the winner.
Ain't nobody as bad as Frank.
Yeah, we've been bad. We've been bad.
All right, the winner of the 3 pence is. Oh shoot! I just lost it.
The second winner of the 3 pence is
Now, it's Timothy Boyce.
hi, Tim Boyce.
Tim Boyce.
Let's make sure he's here.
He's there. He already posted, so he just posted right when you said that.
Good.
So he's there.
So
Tim, I think-
send your info to Shelley.
I believe I have it, but send it to me again anyway, Tim, okay? I have a spreadsheet.
FPS mail. Frank's Postal Service.
All right.
I
We
love
got
when I don't have to ship stuff. It's awesome.
I think we got one more thing left.
What we
This
got
is-
left there, Ronnie?
We have a 1 ounce silver round, United States, 1 ounce, fine, $9.99.
You
That's a nice one. Look at that.
Okay, now this is the one that if you have an ugly box, you can use it on this coin to take some of that.
I've got an ugly box.
There you go.
Hey,
Frank
we have
went-
3.
Actually, I don't have an ugly box right now. So.
Hey, you know what? I really think that. Remember, we had D-Lec on last week, and she gave away 3 pinpointers.
Yes, she did.
Now, I don't know if the people who won them are here, but it might be a good thing. Hopefully, when they get them, they post pictures of receiving them from
Yeah,
D-Lec.
for sure, guys.
It would be really nice. I know they may not be here, but
Damian Wolfhart won one.
oh well, yeah. Well, he'll post. We know that. Yeah.
Frank, cough syrup with guaifenesin. Something?
I'm taking guaifenesin out my rear end, baby.
Okay.
No,
Is that why you go in the bathroom all the time?
wrong end.
Well,
Wrong end, Frank.
Yeah, put it in your mouth, please, because
Yeah.
ew.
I've heard that if you insert it that way, it's much better.
Wrong end.
Let's put it this way: I have no congestion in my colon. So
Well, that's wonderful.
just
Thank
putting it out
you.
there.
That's for sure. That yeah.
Thank you.
All
Can't
right,
get
so
through a
we
whole
go-
show without talking about one of your guys' anal glands.
Hey, anal
You
gland.
never hear me
That's a
talking
whole
about
different
it.
discussion.
All
All right, so the last one for the 1 ounce round.
Yeah, Steve Wingington's on. He said he won, and he'll. Yeah, please, thanks, Steve.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say because
Yeah,
somebody we know is waiting on one as well, and it hasn't been received. yet
I'm
either.
getting one. When Ronnie's guy told Ronnie today, I want one.
I allegedly I have one on the way.
Yeah, I want one.
All right, so where am I at?
I could show you one. I got one that's in a box. Do you want to
What
see
with
it?
the detector?
Yeah, it comes with the detector because
Yeah.
that's the promotion that we're getting. I have one that's in the box. I can
Yeah.
show it to you if you want to see it.
No, I don't need to see it. I saw it.
Okay.
And
Jason had
last
it on.
but not least, the
Don
Wine.
went. Don went. I believe they're like 149. How much were they?
139, I believe.
39.
139.
140.
Great.
40.
Here she comes.
Don't pick on her.
You don't have to come down the steps. You could sleep up there again.
Give him a big kiss. I want
Oh
to see it on
my
screen.
God!
Don't do it, Deb.
Were
Tell him I
you-
get a haircut.
Were you
Okay, so you
posted on
ready?
the
You ready
show?
for this winner, Steve?
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Say Don went.
No, it better not be.
Don went.
Yeah.
No, Don went. No, he shouldn't get that. He's disqualified.
Don,
Detect
send-
America
Don-
rules.
Don,
Wait, maybe
send
he's
me
not
your
here. Oh
address.
no, he's here.
He's
No,
totally
he's not
here.
here. I don't see him.
Yeah.
He said he had to leave earlier. He said, "I'm
Even
out
on
of
even
here."
on my Be Live screen that says all Facebook users, he registered, so his name comes up.
Exactly right. Don went. Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
That means that Mike Baumhoff must win next week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Probably.
Yeah, there you go. Don't forget, Don. Send me your address so we can get these
Where's the
things
dog?
out tomorrow.
He's watching.
well, no, are you going to bed?
Yeah.
Well, get the dog down here.
Scotty didn't want
Where's my dog? Get my puppy.
I hate
Can
that.
you say please, maybe?
He wants
Please, maybe.
some crab legs.
Please, maybe.
Hi,
Hi,
Debbie.
Debbie.
Guys.
How you feeling?
Good.
Good.
How's everybody?
Yeah, we're all hanging in there except for Frank.
Yeah, Frank's about to die.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, Frank, I'm so sorry.
Aw. Oh my
Oh,
God.
Jesus Christ.
Which end was that?
Well, I have a very unique cough because I had a very bad double pneumonia as a child, and it kind of screwed my lung up.
Ricola, it's not just a dog, it's also a cough drop.
I tried swallowing Ricola, and the
No,
tail got
why
stuck in my throat.
are you it's a cough drop. You suck on it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my dog. I tried. His tail got stuck in my throat.
Ew.
My little Ricola.
Well, I'm gonna go first. I love you guys. We love you so much.
All right, Phil.
Yeah.
Good seeing you.
Great to see
Good to
you,
see
hon.
you. We'll see you soon, Ronnie.
Yep,
Yeah.
just give me a call whenever you're ready. Just give me a call.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Fish out.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye. All right, let's close this show out. Hour and a half.
Well, it was a very good show. I mean, we held it together.
I even got to throw a colon mention in there.
All right, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Butch
I'm
I'm
Hall
doing
doing
the
the card
closing
moving
for
over
Frank
again.
because he's not supposed to talk too much. So
I know. I'm all geared up, getting ready to go here.
He looks like he's smoking a pipe.
When
I
you're
need-
done,
I'm gonna cut a little hole in this mask so my vape pen
Your
can
vape
stick out.
pen.
yo, when you're done with it, you can use it to protect your nuts again.
Well, when I play baseball, I just take this off. There's all kinds of stories I can come up with for that.
Oh my God! Good night, Ron.
All right. Good night, Steve.
There you guys. Who am I getting rid of?
Doesn't matter.
Let Ronnie go. We'll say good night in our own style. I don't think I'm done breaking your balls.
Oh, God.
You done, Doctor Phlegm?
I got a whole night ahead of me of laying on the couch and turning from side to side so I don't choke.
Do you know? Do you see the Detect America sign behind me?
Uh-huh.
This room was stripped empty for everything except that sign.
How's your floor?
Huh?
Don't
How's
make
your-
fun of
How's your
I'm-
floor doing?
I love this new floor.
I
I
bet.
really do. It's nice.
Your sound is warmer because of that, and I guarantee it's because of that floor.
You think?
I can tell the sound is warmer
I
coming
bet
off your
you
neck.
it sounds a little different. Yeah, yeah. I just like it. I like walking on it. It's the vinyl plank. What do you call vinyl planking? Like a laminate or whatever.
Yeah,
you know.
vinyl laminate.
Yeah, and the guy that put it in, man, I want to tell you something, man. He put every piece in, made sure each piece was in perfectly. Because I sat here and I put one in. I think they're hard to. Do you ever do them?
Yeah, I hated it.
It's so hard to get the grooves in. I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
I did it at my house in Jersey, and then when I got to the end, I was so PO'd because I didn't get everything perfect. I wound up tacking a couple of them down when they weren't supposed to.
I did so much work though. I carried them down. I carried them in, carried them down. I did the patching on some of the patch. I did a lot of work. I just couldn't have done the floor myself, but it came out really good. And he cut it with a razor blade. You know, he's cut it with a razor blade. You can do that.
With that floor, you can, I'm sure, the vinyl.
Yeah, and dude, it was put down perfectly, and it's just nice. So, but all right, you got another show done. You happy now?
I am.
I can't talk.
It's horrible. As I breathe, all I hear is this wheeze right here all night long.
Wheezy. You've had that for a long time too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've only had it longer one time, and that was when we came back from FH7 or whatever it was.
I don't remember how many FH. Yeah, we got to start getting in FH10 mode.
I already told Greg. I said I might even have him on next week. I don't know, but it's going to be because I didn't want to commingle all the different events. I want to concentrate on FH10, so we're going to be in FH10 mode coming up now.
Got a ton of people telling me they're going.
Yeah, I'm so happy that we're going to be back at Soldiers Freedom Outdoor. And by the way, just so everybody knows, we put Greg and Dan put together a little giveaway. If you sign up and register, prepay before Christmas Day, you're in a contest to win. Oh God, I forget. We're giving away an Ugly Box. We're giving away a set of Aquatex. They're giving away a gift certificate, a knife set, and we're going to add a couple coins and stuff to it. And these are all just contests just for those people who signed up prior to December 25th. Has nothing to do with the prizes at the event. There'll be a ton of those. This is just for those that pre-sign up, pre-register before December 25th. We're going to have a show with Greg and Dan, hopefully, and just do giveaways for those people who signed up early.
How much is it this year? Is it $100 or still?
Yep, same thing.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
No, and they're opening up. They're closing up the one field in the front that a lot of people really weren't digging. It was kind of trash and laden field. Opening up other acreage, and then there's a surprise. And I'm not gonna. I'm leaving it to Greg to tell you. But let's just say there's some really interesting dirt going to be there. Let's just say I know where I'm going when I get there.
Good. Good. All right. Well, I'm going to take this lovely coif of hair to bed. And I guess I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'm just gonna get us out of here, guys. We'll see you next week.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.